Hi everybody and welcome back. This is session 2 in chapter 1 states of the matter. In session 1 we mentioned the states of the matter, the physical states which are solid, gas and liquid, and we mentioned that we can convert a state from one state to a matter from one state to another. So one conversion was sublimation, and sublimation is a very special case where a gaseous state is converted to solid. And we have very limited example like the dry ice. Dry ice is a freezed carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide gas is freezed and is converted to dry ice. And this dry ice has a very, very low temperature and is kept in a very low temperature freezer. Once it starts to warm up, it is converted into its gas state back by a process called deposition. So now you can see these are the pieces of the dry ice, and when they start to warm up, it start to show this vapor, which is the conversion from the solid carbon dioxide to the gas, the carbon dioxide. This is a definition of the sublimation, which we already mentioned before. Again, a matter can be changed from a state to another by controlling the temperature. So when the temperature is increased, the solid will be converted to liquid, and if it continue increasing the temperature, raising the temperature, so the liquid will be converted into gas state. And if we decrease the temperature, gas will be converted to liquid, and then if we continue decreasing the temperature, the liquid will be converted into gas. So the famous example is water. Water is freezed and it is converted into solid ice. Ice is a solid state. When we take it from the freezer and start to warm up, which means the temperature is increased, it will convert gradually to liquid. And then when we heat it, the liquid state will be converted gradually to gas. This gas, if we condense it by decreasing the temperature, it will be back to liquid, and this liquid, if freezed, will be back to solid state. So here is a point which is called the melting point. Okay, and in a specific temperature, it is called the boiling point. And as you can see, melting point exists during the conversion from solid to liquid, while boiling point exists during the conversion from liquid to gas. What is the melting point and what is the boiling point? The melting point is a temperature at which the solid turns into liquid. So it's the temperature of melting the solid into liquid. And it has the same value as the freezing point. So if we consider water, because it's the standard example, the freezing point of water, the temperature at which the water freezes into ice is 0 degrees Celsius, and the temperature at which ice will start to melt when we decrease the temperature gradually is 0 too, and from 0 up the ice will be melted gradually. And if we have a pure water, it will have sharp melting point, will be 0, not above or below 0. But if the water is mixed with something else, like if it is mixed with salt, it is not pure, so it will have a different melting point. So, what is the boiling point? The boiling point is the temperature at which a liquid boils, or at which the liquid starts to be converted into gas state. And this point is when the pressure of the gas created above the liquid equals to the atmospheric gas. Because if you start to boil water, the vapor start to be formed over the surface of the liquid water. And this vapor start to be formed when the atmospheric pressure is equal to the pressure of this gas above the liquid. Okay? And what is the boiling? The boiling is a process at which there is a change from liquid to gas. And this happens at the boiling point, which is the temperature of boiling of the substance. And under this condition, gas bubbles start to be formed within the liquid, which cause the gas molecule to escape from the body of the liquid to above the liquid to its surface. We will see how after that. What is the word volatile refers as? This word describes the liquid that evaporates easily, like the alcohol. When you put the alcohol in your hand, it doesn't remain wet for a long time. You will find that the alcohol is evaporates quickly, and usually the volatile liquids are have low boiling point. The volatility is a property of how easily the liquid evaporates. So it's highly volatile, has high volatility or low volatile, which means easy evaporate or difficult to evaporate. So like the alcohol, for example, is highly volatile. It has high volatility, while water it's slowly volatile, so it has low volatility. Condensation is a change of a vapor or gas into a liquid. During this process, heat is given out to the surroundings. So the the heat of the vapor will be given out to the outer surrounding. The word evaporation describes a process which happen at the surface of the liquid involving the change of the state from a liquid into vapor at a temperature below the boiling point. When when we boil water, for example, and it doesn't convert into boiling point directly, the temperature is raised gradually. And just before the boiling point, which is 100 degrees Celsius, the evaporation start to take place. This is the boiling process. Let's see what happened. So consider this is a liquid and we put it in a heater. So it starts to boil. As you can see, bubbles of gas are formed at the bottom and they escape to the surface of the liquid to evaporate. And as we increase the temperature until the boiling point, this happen rapidly. And if we kept the boiling point for long time, so the liquid start continue to evaporate, and that you can see while you boil water. If you make like uh if you boil water to make a tea, for example, first you will see there are small bubbles are formed inside the container, and as the temperature increases, these bubbles increase in size and number, and they start to go above the liquid to the top of the liquid, and boiling happen. And while boiling is take place, you will find the vapor go outside the liquid. This is not go outside, but this is a conversion of this liquid into vapor. That's why when you leave the beaker boil for a long time, you will find the amount of liquid is decreased. Why? Because this amount that decreased is converted into gas state. So pure water, which is water that just H2O without anything else. Its boiling point is sharp and it is at 100 Celsius degrees. Its freezing point is sharp too and it is 0 Celsius degrees. So when the water reach 100 degrees start to evaporate, when the water reach 0 degrees start to freeze. Freezing point equals to the melting point, as we mentioned earlier. So the freezing point of the water, for example, is 0. This is the point or the temperature at which the water starts to solidify or to freeze. But the 0 2 is the point at which the water starts to melt when if we take it outside the freezer. Water is a quite volatile. It's barely evaporate and has a relatively low boiling point. Ethanol, for example, which is an alcohol, as we mentioned, that the alcohol is highly volatile because it has a lower boiling point than water. Its boiling point is 78 degrees. That's why it's more volatile than water because its point is less than the boiling point of water. And as the boiling point decreases, the volatility increases. What is the free substance? Like if we say free pure water or pure any other substance. A pure substance is a substance that is free of impurities or contaminants, nothing else inside the substance except it. The pure substance has a definite and sharp melting and boiling point. So, a specific definition of the pure substance is that it's a single chemical element or compound, and it melts and boils at a definite precise temperature. Examples of some pure substance with their melting points and their boiling points. If any of these substances are mixed with some impurities, their melting point will be changing and their boiling point will be changed too. If you can observe that carbon dioxide has melting point which is negative or minus 78 degrees Celsius, but there is no boiling point here. Why? Because boiling point is specific for liquids, and carbon dioxide doesn't is go from sublimation from gas to liquid, from gas to solid, and then solid to gas directly. What the impurities do? The impurities affect the boiling point and melting point, like seawater. If you take some seawater and pure water, and if you boil both in separate containers, you will find the seawater boil after the pure water. So the boiling point will be different. So I will ask you to solve this homework. Just read what we have today and solve this homework from your textbooks. Okay, and if you have any questions, just write in the comments down below. Try to take screenshots to know what is the homework. And if you have any problem, write in the comments below. See you later. That's all for today. See you in the coming session. Have a good day. Bye.